Alright, hello everybody. This is Sir Adrian back here to film the USA's turn in our current game of Global Empires 1915 titled Operation Growing Storm, where we are currently in the spring of 1917. So we'll go ahead and roll our tech. We don't have any factories as they're either possessed or damaged. But we do have the technology that gives us the one free additional tech roll no matter what. So we'll go ahead and do that. And we'll try to go for early armor. So to get that to stage 3, we need a 5 or higher. 4, that's unfortunate. I'm not too sure if this is a damaged rail marker or not. I imagine if it was, it would be here on the border. So I'll leave this here for now, but if that's something that's a mistake, I'll just outline it in white just in case. I've been quite busy, so I haven't had a chance to watch the videos from at least this turn, maybe the last turn as well. Can't quite recall, but at some point I'd like to perhaps catch up on them for sure. And then these get removed on my turn as well. The damage markers on the American lines that got raided. Okay, there's one there too. It must be a damage rail marker. I'll take this away, but if that's the case, yeah, someone point that out to me for sure. But anyway, so in terms of attacks, we're going to have a couple. So I'll start with the easiest one. So this early infantry. Actually, we're not going to do that one. We will have these 4 mountain infantry that are in the northeast are going to attack into the Great Lakes, however. So they are not crossing a river. It is mountain border terrain, but they're mountain infantry, so that won't matter. So they'll be attacking early mountain infantry. It's at a 1 regardless. Against an early colonial infantry, which I believe defend at a 2. Early colonial, yep, defending at a 2. So we'll go ahead and do that one first, and we could just do it over here. So we have our 4 early mountain infantry attacking at a 1. Ooh, close, but nothing. We have the early colonial defending at a 2. Nothing. So we'll go again at a 1. Perfect. That's the hit we needed. And he gets to defend at a 2. And a miss. So that British early colonial is eliminated. These units move from the northeast into the Great Lakes. And that battle is done and over with. We're going to have 3 regular infantry from New Orleans that are going to attempt to attack into Texas. So those will be crossing a river, but they're at a 1 regardless, so in this case it won't matter. And then we'll have an early colonial infantry defending at a 2, and then the 2 cavalry, early cavalry, which defend at a 1. So we'll go ahead and roll that as well. So we'll start with R3 at 1. Oops, there we go. Nothing. Then we'll do his 2 cavalry defend at a 1. We'll have those be these red ones. Oops. And this will be his colonial defending at a 2. Nothing. So we'll go ahead and press the attack. So we'll have R3 at 1. Nothing. His 1 at 2 and his 2 at 1. Oh, 2 hits. So we'll lose 2 infantry. And we'll just end that attack there. I think that's fine. Alright. So that's it for that. And then, as far as I'm aware... Oh, yeah, well, oh, the Indian Ocean line is closed. Okay, so we can't do that. So we'll actually take this American coastal sub, and we'll try to raid the East Asian line. Yeah, we'll do that. So, good grief. We'll grab something from this big stack of titans. I just noticed that. So this will be the attacker, myself. Red will be the defender, and coastal subs are at a +1. So 5 to 4, so that would be 1 damage on this line here. For the British. And then Q ships, I think he has, but I believe that's only for regular submarines. If I'm wrong, as housekeeping, we can roll that. So that's that. And then the final attack we'll have is we're going to have these 4 infantry and militia will be attacking from New England into Quebec. And they will all be at a 1 because it's flat, but no terrain. Or no terrain, rather, but they attack at a 1 regardless. Then he'll have 2 defending at 2. And then the airship, just double check quick. I don't think they have a defense. Yeah, okay, they don't have a defense. So if the territory is taken, it would just be eliminated. Because they have, okay, because they have an intercept value, but not the other one. Alright, so we'll go ahead and roll that. So 4 at 1. No hits. He's going to have 2 at 2. Nothing. We'll go ahead and press the attack. 4 at 1. So 1 hit. He'll have 2 at 2. Nothing. So he'll lose 1. And then we'll go one more time. So 4 at 1. Damn it. So close. Never seem to get lucky with the rolls, but it's very hard to hit on a 1. And then he'll have 1 at 2. And nothing. Well, at least we didn't lose anything. So that's it for that. That should be it for combat. Yeah, non-combat, we'll move this coastal sub down from I-12 to I-13. We'll move this coastal sub 1, 2 from off Hawaii down to Samoa. Excuse me. We'll move these 4 early infantry into the northeast. from New York. And then we'll move this one early infantry from New England into New York. And just placing units. And we have 20 IPPs to spend. We're spending them all on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 infantry. And while we're here, we'll collect our income. So we'll get 18 plus 1, 2, 3. No, sorry, 2. So we'll be up to 20 for trade with Venezuela and Brazil. So 20 IPP for the next turn. And then just placing units. So we'll place three of our infantry in New York. Early infantry, I should say. We'll place one of them in Chicago, 2 of them in New Orleans, and yeah, we'll put the last one over in San Francisco. So that'll be it for the American turn. Now we will hand things on over to the Germans, I believe. Good luck.